Hi everyone, today I'm going to do a tour of my bookshelf. I'm going to have to do it probably in two parts, not that I have a massive amount of books, which I do compared to some people I guess, but because I can't upload a video longer than 10 minutes. So I'll link down part 2 down below when I can, and I guess let's just get right on into it. Okay, starting up here, well, in the far corner there, that white and green book is If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, and that they have a couple of golden books. All these are John Grisham. And I don't think I paid $1 more for any of them. So anyway, starting over here, we have The Chamber, The Pelican Brief, The Runaway Jury, The Testament, The Partner, The Client, The Summons, The Rainmaker, The Street Lawyer, The Appeal, The King of Torts, and A Painted House. Yes, I like John Grisham, but, you know, starting to get kind of old. Then I have a little owl, and then up here I have Digital Fortress by Dan Brown, Bleachers by John Grisham, Jaws, which is what the movie's based off of. I haven't read it yet, but I'm really excited. And then The Christmas Sweater by Glenn Beck. And then here we have my Dan Browns and Michael Crichton's. I have Angels and Demons, The Da Vinci Code, The Lost Symbol, and The Deception Point, all by Dan Brown. These three make up the Robert Langdon trilogy, and he has one more coming out in May. So I don't know how many Robert Langdon books he's going to write, but yeah. And Deception Point's my favorite book by him. Now here we have Michael Crichton. I have State of Fear and Next, both of which I've started to read, but then life got in the way and I didn't finish, so need to restart those again. Prey. I read that in high school, or right out of high school, I really don't remember, and I loved it. And then here I have Jurassic Park and The Lost World, which I've read Jurassic Park, I haven't read The Lost World yet. And here is Micro, which was a book John Crichton started to write, then he passed away, and then Richard Preston finished it. Haven't read it yet, I just got it at like a book sale, so yay. And that makes up the top shelf. Okay, then the second shelf, I'll give y'all like a little sweep over. And I guess we'll start over here. I have The Host by Stephenie Meyer, which I haven't read yet. Between a Rock and a Hard Place by Aaron Ralston, which is what that movie 127 Hours? Yeah, this is his book. I have Midnight in the Garden of Good and I can't speak today. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil by John Bernadette. The World's Most Haunted Places by Jeff Belanger. Then I have Heartsick and Sweetheart by Chelsea Cain, and they're the first two books, and I'm not sure the name of the series, but I think there's 5, according to Goodreads. So, yeah. Then I got Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor, Pillars of the Earth by Ken Follett, Dracula, Prince of Many Faces by, well, I'm not pulling it out, but yeah, this is just a book about Dracula, the real Dracula, and his twistedness in his life and all that. Then here's Ethics, which is a book I had to have when I took ethics, Hourglass, and just a little happy saying. Then I have Bag of Bones by Stephen King, The Green Mile by Stephen King, Desperation by Stephen King, and Under the Dome by Stephen King, which is what I'm currently reading. Then here I have 4 classic novels by Jane Austen, and it has Sense and Sensibility, Emma, Pride and Prejudice, and Persuasion. Can't wait to read those. Then I have Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales, the complete works of Edgar Allan Poe, the classics of horror, which is Frankenstein and Dracula. Then I have The Myths and Legends of Ireland, a Decode Your Dream book. I have Anne of Green Gables and Little Women. Okay. Then, third shelf down. As y'all see, I have like decor stuff in the middle of my shelves, trying to keep the weight off the middle because the shelf is so wide. Try to keep the weight off. Okay, over here is the Twilight series by Stephenie Meyer. I read the first 3. By the time I got time to read the 4th one, I didn't care anymore, so I never did. Then we have The Wolves of Mercy Falls, is that the name of this? Trilogy by Maggie Stiefvater, which is Shiver, Linger, and Forever. Oh, I'm out of, okay. Then I have The Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater. Then here is my Hunger Games trilogy by Suzanne Collins, which is The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay. The Pledge by Kimberly Durding. Picture of my niece. Alright, over in this side, I have the Element Encyclopedia of Secret Societies, the Element Encyclopedia of Ghosts and Hauntings, and the Dream Directory from A to Z. here is The Last Song by Nicholas Sparks. Loved the book, hated the movie. Then I have The Lucky One of Knights in Rodanthe by Nicholas Sparks. Haven't read either one of those. The Warrior of Troy, which is just like a history book about the Trojan War. Haunted by Chuck, that guy, that name right there, whatever his name is. Then I have Entwined by Heather Dixon. North of Beautiful by Justina Chin Headley. I have The Duff by Cody Keplinger. Choker by Elizabeth Woods. Trapped by Michael Northrop. And then I have a bind-up of the Dream House Kings books 1 and 2, which is House of Dark Shadows and Watcher in the Woods by Robert LaPerillo? I'm not sure. Okay. Fourth shelf. Which I have Nora Roberts' Irish Born Trilogy. Jodi Picoult books. I have 10th Circle and Plain Truth. Ophelia. Melon. A Reliable Wife. Forrest Gump. Beastly. Blue is for Nightmares. The Summoning, which is by Kelly Armstrong. And then just a book about the universe, space and stuff. Then Such a Pretty Face by Kathy Lamb. The Den of Shadows Quartet by Amelia Atwater Rhodes. The Horatio Hornblower series. Well, I have 2 of the books. There's like 10. Then I have Time Traveler's Wife and Water for Elephants. Then I have all my Sarah Destins here, and I have Lock and Key, Truth About Forever, Just Listen, This Lullaby, Someone Like You, Dreamland, Keeping the Moon, and That Summer. And then over here, I have Animal Farm by George Orwell, Jane Eyre, Macbeth. Then I have Halo and Hades, which is the first 2 books of the, I don't even know the name of that trilogy. I just bought those. I have Variant, Legend, Fallen, Wither, Princess of the Midnight Ball, Divergence, Sweetly, and As You Wish. I do have Sisters Red, which usually lives here, but a friend of mine borrowed it, so I don't have it here. And I want to end that video here because my battery's dying, and I'm at 7 minutes and 25 seconds. And I'll pick up in a little bit with the bottom shelf and my other bookshelf.